What a beautiful, beautiful day. Hello, y'all. I'm Dianna Brianne, and I'm going for my 5-mile run, walk, and waddle. So come along with me on this beautiful day. Hello again. Well, we are having a beautiful, beautiful day, as you can see. And I've got my running shoes on. And, you know, I get out here every morning, and unless it's really, really horrendous weather, I'm out here. I'm out here every day. And it's chilly today. I'm pretty well bundled up. It's cold, but I think it's going to warm up here. And so I get out here every day, and I just get out of here, and I love it. I absolutely love it. So come along with me. So yes, I'm bundled up somewhat, and it is just a beautiful, beautiful day. I think it's going to get up into the like 51 today, and that's pretty. That'll feel warm after what it feels like now. I think it's probably somewhere in the 40s, but it's beautiful. All the leaves are off the trees now, you know. They're all pretty much off, you know. And so, anyhow, this is a beautiful, beautiful day, and I am just enjoying it. And so, come along with me. So I got to thinking in my own life, you know, I don't give advice or suggestions or information, but I do share with you my own way of living my life. And I got to thinking about how important it is for me to simplify. And I was talking to my 91-year-old friend, and she was telling me that long ago she simplified her life because she said she didn't want to do all that cleaning. And so she said, you know, I think I want to simplify things because it makes life easier. So she, you know, kept what was important to her in her home, but she gave away or discarded things that were not important for her so that it would make it easier for her to simplify. So for me, what I'm doing is like I'm going through old cookbooks. Now, I know most people don't use cookbooks now. Most people simply go to the internet to get their recipes. But for me, what I do is I still love to use old cookbooks, but I'm going to keep the ones that mean something to me, like the handwritten ones or ones someone gave me that are special, and yet all the ones I picked up along the way that I don't even use and haven't used in years, I'm going to donate those. So like the all of the cookbooks that I have, I'm going to get rid of 90%. And I just kind of feel like I want to do that. I just want to, you know, go up into my attic, and anything that I'm not going to use or that doesn't have significance, special significance to me, I'm probably going to either give to my kids, give away, or if it's, you know, junky stuff, probably throw away. But I want to simplify things so that as I get older, things will be so much simpler. So for example, let's say that, you know, my 91-year-old friend, she cleans her house, she cleans her own house, and yet she has gotten it so that it's so simple and so easy for her that she can, you know, it's no big deal. And she said, you know, she did that years ago where she simplified everything. So that's kind of what I'm doing. So I got to thinking about time wasters. And, you know, for me, I don't waste time. I really don't. I value my time. I make use of every hour of my day. And yet I leave flexibility in there and time to rest, recharge, and relax. And yet I don't waste my day. I enjoy my days. And I'm pretty structured with flexibility. And I see so many people who do waste a lot of time, especially like on endless games, you know, video games and things like that. And I think, you know, the right games in certain amounts is probably fine. But for me, I don't want to give my time to that. I want to give my time to things that I'm going to see results from. Maybe they see the results that they want, you know, and everybody's different. And I realize that. But for me, I'm very cognizant of how I use my time. And it is such a beautiful, beautiful day. And I come out here on the trail every day, unless the weather is really yucky or I have something really scheduled that I need to do. And, you know, one of the other things that I've been talking about is I think I might take a semester off. You know, I'm transferring from one college to another. I'm transferring over to this new university. And, you know, I've been on a roll for 2.5 years, and I really kind of feel like I want to take time off. Oh, I feel like, you know, I want to take time off from, you know, just to do other things like organize. You know, I want to go through all my rooms and just simplify and organize and do things like that, you know, and those things take time, and I actually enjoy organizing and things like that. Growing up, I loved to iron clothes. You know, I don't know what it was about ironing clothes and folding clothes, but I love it. Yes, I'm thinking about taking time off. I'm thinking that I'm going to take time off maybe one semester, even though I'm registering and all that. I'm not actually going to put in the classes, I don't think. And so taking a semester off, you know, I pretty much minus, I think, a summer break, one summer pause in there. I've pretty much been on a roll for 2.5 years. So, with going to college. So I'm really at a place now where I want to take some time off. And so I think, I'm not certain, but I think I might take one semester off. So we'll see. You know, I kind of roll with things and I see how things play out, and so we'll see. But you know, I really want to simplify so that I can enjoy more of what's important in my life, whether it's relationships, whether it's you know, even my food that I eat. I like to really enjoy. I just don't like to stuff myself with garbage food. I like really healthy, nutritious food, something that I really enjoy. So I have been on this trail for years now, and one day someone stopped me and they said, you know, you're like an icon. They're going to write in your obituary, the lady who ran every day the same trail. He said, you've been out here for like 20 years. I said, well, not that long, but quite a few years. So I feel like I want to simplify my life. I want to even simplify my YouTube channel, my social media. I just really feel like I want to, you know, just kind of have to be careful of these tree roots, and I do go slow when I'm doing video, okay, because of the tree roots, and then I pick up speed when I'm not doing the video. And yet I really want to simplify, and even like my YouTube channel, I think now I'm moving into a phase of just simplicity, simple simplicity. So for me, it's just kind of like I just want to simplify things for my life. And so even with my social media, it's like I've talked about so many wonderful topics, and there's always more to talk about, and yet I'm kind of slowing down on purpose, but by choice, you know, just to kind of enjoy the journey. I think so many people are caught up into the rushing, and I just don't want to do that. I just want to simply enjoy. There are some really pretty dogs along here that come out to greet me in the morning, but I don't think they're out today. But so many just beautiful, beautiful dogs that come out. There's like 3 of them that must be owned by the same owner. And so they're just beautiful dogs. There are 3 dogs that come out here in the morning to greet me. I don't know where they're at today, but they're just absolutely beautiful. So over here are the beautiful golf courses. I don't know if you can see them. here. No one's playing, well, there might be somebody playing golf today, I don't know, because it's cold. And so, yeah, I come out here and every beautiful day, and every day is pretty much a beautiful day if the weather is not pouring, raining. It's kind of funny on my YouTube channel how sometimes I'll put up videos that are in the archive and they'll have decorations from when I did them. So like months from now, I may pull up a Christmas video and put it out in the summertime and you'll see all the Christmas decorations. But I do make quite a few videos, and being that I make quite a few videos, sometimes I don't use them all, but they're great, you know, they're wisdom videos or whatever videos. So if you see a video that has, say, snow in it, but it's a summer, or it's a summer and summer weather and there is no snow, you'll kind of understand that I may have pulled one out of the archive. But for the most part, I put up, you know, videos as soon as I make them, or close to it. One of the reasons I'm so careful when I'm doing video to slow down is because normally there's a lot of roots out here, and one day I went flying, this is a couple years ago, I went flying through the air. My phone flew, I flew, and I got a little bit, you know, a couple abrasions. And so I've learned that if I'm going to do video especially, I need to slow down. So I say run, walk, and waddle. Sometimes I run, sometimes I jog, sometimes I sprint, sometimes I walk, sometimes I even go really, really, really super slow and waddle. But for me, it's all good. So over there is one of the golf courses, all beautiful. So yes, how do I want to do my YouTube channel going into the new year? I don't know. I think I just want to simplify it. And, you know, I'm not necessarily saying less is more, and yet I just want it to be more simplicity. And even like my content, just simplicity is what I would really like to do. And, you know, I love watching other people's videos. I love seeing what their content is about. And, you know, I'm really, in a way, more interested in watching other people's YouTube content, social media content, than my own right now. There's a lot of channels I really, really enjoy. And when you're busy making your own videos, sometimes you just don't have the time to watch other people's. And so I kind of want to visit around and see what channels I love, what channels I like, you know. Almost to my turnaround spot here. I do approximately 2.5 miles out and approximately 2.5 miles back, which kind of come out to, what, 5 miles. You're going to meet nice people in your in-person life and in social media world, and yet there are other kinds of people there too. And you know, it's like, I guess that's life, you know, there's nice people. We have to keep, you know, for me, I keep my mind on the nice people. I keep my mind on the nice people to the best of my ability, you know, because most people are really wonderful. And the ones that are not so wonderful, I just simply do my best at getting away from. Yet I'm always polite and always nice to the best of my ability. I've always been a polite, nice person. I like being nice. I think being nice is so underrated, and I think it's so wonderful to be nice. I love being nice. So here's my turnaround spot. You can see that there are roots. There's some of them are very small and so easy to trip. And so that's why I'm so careful. Right here, the pavement starts from the dirt trail. So I turn back onto the dirt trail and away I go. I love that. I don't like running on pavement so much. I prefer to run on softer, like, you know, beach sand or dirt or what, you know, something softer. It's cool, you see a shadow from the sun's behind me. Now, I've always liked classic cars, or well, not so much antique cars, but classics. You know, I love that, like the big 65 Eldorado red convertible Cadillac. I remember there was somebody who had one in another town that we used to live in, and they would drive around, and it just looks like so much fun. Like the one in Touched by an Angel. The one, I think her name was Tess, the angel, used to drive the big red car. And I just love classic cars. How do I want my YouTube channel to look or be in the new year? Like I said, I think simplifying it for myself. Like I said, I don't really want to say less is more. And yet sort of less is more, you know. I mean, I know some people that put up a video every week, not every day, and not, you know, several times a day like I do. And it takes a lot of work and a lot of time, and I love it. And it's wonderful, and I love making the videos, and I back up all my videos on DVD so that, you know, my kids have them, you know, when they get older, they can look back. And I've been taking home video for, oh my gosh, 40 some years. So I've been doing home video since the early 80s, so around 40 years. And I do bits and pieces. So like back when we had the old VHS tape and it was like 6 hours long, I had one of those cameras. And on that 6 hours, I might have 2 months worth of video, you know, just different clips here and there. And it's wonderful, wonderful to look back upon all those videos and see the people that have, you know, been in my life, or the hairstyles, or, you know, and you don't really remember, at least I don't, the details, all the details sometimes. And video captures that. So like if you go on a trip somewhere, and what is neat is that you get to see, not just to remember that you had a great time, but in a sense you can relive that journey through your video and all the details. And sometimes you see things like, oh, I don't remember that, you know. And, you know, often I'll say, yeah, I had a really great time, but I won't remember the details years from now. But if it's on video, I will. That was my son. I have different ringtones for my phone, so I know who's calling. And he loves trains. My son has always loved trains. And so he's got the train whistle on my phone. So when he calls, I know it's him. You know, I know my daughter's ringtone, my other son's ringtone, my husband's ringtone, you know, and even I've given ringtones to some of my friends. And so I got to thinking about Christmas stories in my life, and I've told so many. I've told so many stories from my life, and I've told probably all the Christmas stories, but sometimes I like to repeat them. So this Christmas story goes back to when I was 5 years old, and my mom and I had gone to one of her friends. Now, friends for us back then were more like family. You know, you had family friends. They weren't relatives, but they were like relatives. So we went about 2 hours away to a different state, and a couple days before Christmas, and then it was right before Christmas, and then we decided to come. My mom decided to drive home on Christmas Eve because my brother was there. And so we drove home on this really snowy, cold night. And so we drove home on this snowy, cold night, and it was snowing. And it was, I think, a 1949 Ford or Chevy, and it was the kind with the bar down the middle of the windshield. And it was snowing, and it was cold. And I remember my mom singing Silent Night. And we were singing Silent Night as I was kind of laid you know, we didn't have seatbelts back then, and I was laying on the front seat, kind of getting ready to drift off to sleep, and she sang Silent Night. So that's a wonderful memory. And on Christmas Eve, we always went to Grandma's. Everybody met at Grandma's. Grandma had this 3-room little house out in the country by the railroad tracks. And she always had her little Christmas houses sitting out, kind of like I do, except I leave mine up all year long, with her little figurines and her little Christmas trees that one of my aunts made. I think she had one Christmas tree. I think we all got a Christmas tree my aunt made. But anyhow, we'd always go to Grandma's, and she'd make this kind of, it wasn't a fruit cake, but it was like a fruit cake. And it was kind of, she called it poor people's fruit cake because it didn't cost very much. And she had been poor. So I'm almost home. And, well, not almost, I got a little ways yet, but yeah, so my Christmas stories, we'd always gather at Grandma's. It was wonderful. And, you know, we would see people that we would never normally see. You know, we'd see all these people that we'd never normally see. And at Grandma's house, we'd take turns being in the kitchen by the coal stove and then go in the living room by the fireplace. It was all wonderful, wonderful Christmas memories. But I always remember driving to Grandma's on Christmas Eve. Not sure why this light stays on during the day. I'm really not sure. I'm not sure if it's the reason for it, but that light stays fully lit during the day. Okay, I'm almost home. Almost home. Well, I am home. Oh, what a beautiful day. Absolutely beautiful. Thank you for coming along for Wisdom on the Run and sharing my beautiful day. And I hope you have a wonderful day and enjoy. And I hope to talk to y'all soon. And I do hope you like, share, subscribe. Hope to talk to you soon. Bye-bye. May God bless you. Bye-bye.